This guy on the cloud connecting to the server. We are now recording, guys. So LJ, don't say anything too crude because everybody will do it. I got jokes today. All right, so guys, what we're going to talk about, I'm going to be kind of logging in to Command as we talk. What we're going to talk about today is landing pages and what they mean, what it is, what kind they are, just kind of the whole game here. Because like the truth is, when you hear the word landing page, it probably doesn't mean much to you. So let's kind of dive in. I'm going to share my screen real quick. This is what I want to share. Share that. All right, can you guys now see my command?
Yes.
Yes.
There was just the screen I was looking for the Facebook thing. I haven't seen yet, but I just saw it. Yeah, no, it definitely does not say it. So, all right, so if you can see my screen, we're going to dive on in. All right, so first things you got to know is where to find landing pages. And it is not cooperating with me here. What's going on with my command? Because it's the one under Insights. I'm going to refresh and see what is happening to my toolbar. I bet it's because, yeah, there we go. All right, let me look professional. That last one down there is called a landing page place. And so this is where you can make any of them. Please note a couple of things. One, it does say landing pages, agent site pages, guide builder, et cetera, et cetera. We're going to talk mainly about landing pages, but there is a way to encompass this in your agent page. And let me show you. So the first thing you do is say, hey, I want to create a new site. Here is immediately what I'm talking about. You can hit right here and say, I want it to be on my agent site, or I want this to be a standalone page. For most of your advertisements, for things of that nature, you're going to hit this, because let me kind of go back to define what a standalone page is. And a standalone page is, a landing page is a page that people go to that is there to give them a blip of information, either information on a listing. Typically, a landing page is there to get a lead. So it's there for you. They got to get the material. They got to give us their information. That is typically what we use it for. So that's what we're going to focus on today. You can, though, put it on your agent site. I want to make sure nobody's sitting in the waiting room before I keep going too far, because that would be bad. I don't know how to find out, to be honest with you. Oh, it's this thing up here that's not showing up now. Well, if somebody can't get in and they put it up on Facebook, will y'all let me know? Wait, there we go.
Video conferencing real quick.
What now?
Click on that tab right next to your overview. You should, the video conferencing, and you should be able to see, looking up at the top if there's anybody waiting.
Yeah, you're talking about this thing right here?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, nobody's here. So cool. If somebody happens to see some on Facebook, I want to make sure we get them in. Going back to it. So you hit create a new site. We're going to focus on landing pages and make sure that we are quick standalone pages. Y'all, this is very simple, but they make it look really complicated, and it is a little bit buggy. Okay, so bear with it. So what you see right here, your first place is to name it. Guys, what we're going to do now is an open house lead capture. All right, we'll just call it that. You name it whatever you want to name it. So before we dive in, you've got your naming bar here. You've got your saving places, your publishing. We're going to come back to those. You also have what it looks like on a desktop, what it will look like on a tablet, and what it will look like on your mobile site. You've got the undos and the redos, just like a normal thing. This is how you view these. There's what they call widgets. Widgets are just basically quick, easy things to drop in. It is how you view it. You can view it as a list. You can view it as these different aspects. Guys, use the gallery view like this. This is going to be your easiest. Go down here, you've got widgets, but you also have what are called content blocks and layout blocks. We are not going to dive much into those. Those are how to do this in a much more specific way. So that's allowing us to say, hey, I don't really like the way this is looking. I want to make my own. That's kind of landing pages 2.0. So, and then don't forget this little button here that says configure widgets. So guys, it's as simple as drag and drop. You can go, hey, I want to put agent branding in right there. Done. It puts it in. To be honest with you, don't, and you'll see most people talking about this, they do not like that it has this big. The agent branding is a pretty large thing. They don't usually use it as a header, and I'll show you what we use. So if you don't like it, you can just hit delete and it goes away. Sometimes those buttons, just to be completely frank with you, get a little buggy. Here is your best bet, your branded header. So you see how it says it's not configured? It might pop in some of my information that I have previously done. That's part of the configuration. So I'm actually going to stop right now and show you more of what this will look like, and then we'll come back and add more. So if you go and hit configure widgets, immediately what it does is it brings up things I have put in through my Connect marketing profile settings. So my headshot, me and Amy. I have had trouble with the headshot. We'll find out if it's still misbehaving. I'll let you know in a second. My name, my license number, what road Keller Williams is on, our email, our website. If you have your agent specific one up here, which I just don't know mine off the top of my head, great. Here's our, here is, somebody pop in the office number for me. What is it? Somebody tell it to me.
782.
78 what?
Phone number? or
No,
the-
it's 319
Okay.
3700.
3700. Perfect. If I don't use fax anymore, so I'm not putting that joker in there. They've asked me
The phone number.
my team logo. Guys, I did this stuff yesterday, so it's just there. It's in your, and before we leave, just remind me, I will go show you where some of these presets are. That's what pops it in. And then our doing business as logos. See how this one's kind of big? It may not look as good. We're going to find out. I'm going to hit this little button that just says save and apply. And immediately, hopefully, of course it won't today, because,
Hello.
hey,
Back up there where it says office number, I think I would just keep, I don't know if, well, I guess it's making you, but I think I would just put your number in there twice.
yeah, and that's actually what it had is for me. And I just was saying, just to kind of show you, like, hey, look.
Oh yeah, I just think you want to capture all the leads that you can. So
I would agree with you. I don't know why this is not behaving. I'm going to go out of it. I'm going to save and apply, and I'm going to come back in and see if it fixes it. Of course, when I'm trying to do the training, which, just so you know, it is Thursday, and if you don't know, Command does a majority of their their updates on Thursdays. So if you're ever logging into Command and it's really glitchy, i.e. right now, then it could be that. Of course, this looks like it's more my computer, so that's always fun. Let's do this. Sorry, guys. All right, that's what I want. Even if I have to redo it, it does not take long except for my computer. I hope nobody else had the night that I had. It was not fun. Our power went out. Our kids did not sleep. So I think I went to bed at 6:30 this morning. So bear with me.
I've been up all night with Hannah.
Oh, well, you have a much different story than me. So, okay, cool. So it actually, so see how it propagated it right away? This is what it looks like when you already have all this stuff in. And so we're going to talk about that in a second. This is what I'm having a problem with. My picture, I've got a call support today. More than likely, it is just that I have a picture of the wrong size. I've tried to use different ones. That's a Beau problem, not a KW problem. We're going to come back to that, but you can kind of see here, KW, the Miles team, our email address, and my telephone number all popped in. Next thing I do is you can choose. You can go here and go, okay, what's next? Do I want to do a download my app? Well, no, we're doing lead generation. So I want to hand an iPad to somebody with this page on it right as they walk into my open house or they're signing up. When they click the button to sign up, I want that. So the first thing I'm going to hit is lead form. Please note, I don't want it to say interested, let's talk. We're going to come back and we're going to change all that. I will show you how to do it. So I scroll down and I go, well, what's next? Well, I kind of want them to know about the listing that we're at. I click on that. guess what? Mine is not a $1.4 million listing in Hilltop or in Austin, Texas. I'm not sure if you know that, but I don't serve Austin, Texas. So then I go, well, I kind of want them to know about the neighborhoods. And notice I'm not editing any of the stuff yet, except for it's trying to make me do that. I'm not editing what it says yet. I'm just dragging and putting in kind of what I'm calling placeholders. This is showing me a snap of Austin, Texas. We don't need Austin, Texas. We're in Madison, Alabama. So this is what we're going to do. So you could then make choices to say, hey, I want to put this in. I want to put that in. My son's about to join us. All those different things. I did get a little advice from the video I was watching, and it said, don't hesitate to put this legal footer in there. It is not a bad plan. All right, you gonna sit with me, buddy?
Ouch.
Oh, yeah, okay. Hey, buddy, you gotta be quiet, man. I'm working. And so it'll show you like all these things to edit. Guys, you can come through here and you can put this stuff twice. I don't suggest it. It's not really the best, but you can put whatever you want in these widgets. Now, going back to it, these content blocks, you can add a button. That's much more in depth. If you needed to say or do something else, that's where you start diving into that. But guys, now I've got everything. This would look good if I could customize this. And when I hand somebody an iPad at an open house, or they're going to go take a look at my open house ad that I'm running through Facebook, then this looks good, except for I don't live in Austin, Texas, right? Like that's our issue. So I hit configure widgets. Now check this out. They're even showing you what's going on here. Like they show you, hey, your lead form is good enough to go. Your market snap's good enough to go. And your footer is good enough to go. Well, but my header isn't. Why? We're missing something. So you click the button. What do I want the text to be? Well, I'm going to do a open house at Maidstone. That's that listing I have. We go, you notice nothing's changing on our place yet. And I'm going to show you why. Again, headshot, my name, email address, et cetera, all those good things like that. I go, well, that one looks good. I'm going to hit save and apply. It refreshes the screen here, and now Maidstone Lane is there. Sorry, I need to get, thanks, buddy. See you, man. Life with a 2-year-old is fun. So remember how I said I don't want it to say interested, let's talk. I'm going to say, welcome to 100 Maidstone Lane. Please, got to spell it right. Please leave us your information, and I'll fix the spelling, will reach out, and we will keep in touch. That's what I'll say. You can look, guys, you can make that say roll tide. I don't care what you make it say. Obviously, you don't want to do that. Some marketing things. You might have an Auburn guy in. So, you know, I'm a State fan, just so we can go ahead and declare that. So I go, cool. I hit save and apply. You can kind of see a trend going on here, guys. It's like, okay, welcome to 100 Maidstone Lane. Please leave us your information, and we'll keep in touch. Okay, what's the next thing? Click up here. Oh, well, what listing? This is where, y'all, I can't express to you how excited my little technical heart gets over how easy this next step is. Let me kind of explain what it would have been. Even in a situation where you have a website that you are just dragging and dropping and changing, you would have to drag this, change this text box, probably change this color, put a new picture here, change all these different things, and fill out every one of these. I mean, everything I just showed you. And you would have to add a map widget. You'd have to do all those things. Y'all, that would probably take you an hour. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to search Maidstone Lane. Search it. It shows me all the Maidstone Lanes in KW listing service. Luckily, since I'm in Madison, it's showing me the one closest to me. I'm going to hit select, and it's going to pull it up and go, yeah, here's all your pictures. Here's the X, Y, and Z. So I hit save and apply. Now watch this. This is pure magic. I don't care what anybody says. I know y'all may not care about it like I do, but I love it. So now it kind of refreshes it. I start back at the top. I scroll down, and there is my listing. All the information. I can't click on this to change it. It shows all the pictures. It'll scroll through them for you. Does everything like that. Shows me an exact map of it. Y'all, game changer right there. That's something that no one else has. So I'm going to go and say, hey, I really like for people to also know what the neighborhood itself is looking like. So what I'm going to call it, I'm going to call it Abington. Somebody's chatting with me. Hold on one second. Oh, April. Love it. Yeah. Abington Downs. That's the neighborhood we're in. What zip code? Please take that very importantly. See that little red dot? Anything with red stars has to be filled out. Well, guys, this is why it's showing me Austin, Texas, because that's the zip code. So we're going to say 35758. And it's going to go, okay, let me pull all the neighborhoods I have into it. So LJ, you were talking about neighborhoods. Here you go. We're going to have a 2-minute brief on those in a minute. But Abington Downs, put in the zip code. Then I'm going to click on here, and I'm going to find, this is a little buggy here. I don't like how this exact thing is right yet because you have to scroll through and find it. But boom, I find it. I hit save and apply. We're going to refresh the whole page again. I'm going to scroll down to my neighborhood snap. Check this out. That is Abington Downs right there off of Hughes Road. It shows you all the listings, all the stats quickly, easily. Here you go. And now, so that we keep Lisa very happy and keep our broker in good standing with the board, it's got all my stuff. But check this out. They didn't just give you a legal footer that said each office, see down here at the bottom, each Keller Williams office is independently owned. Well, that's cool. Check this out. They're allowing me to link directly to Twitter, to Instagram. They will let me do YouTube, to LinkedIn. Now we have our Keller Williams Madison logo. We have everything we need. We have my office name again. Sorry, I've got to make sure. Hey, buddy, I need you to go in there. Sorry, guys. Welcome to quarantine life. And it literally lets me change it. Let's say, Lisa, what's our brokerage license number? I'm terrible at remembering it. Do you know it off the top of your head?
I do.
What is it?
It is 91025.
91025. My wife turned on the light, so it'll probably be brighter. Y'all, I hit save and apply. And guess what? We're done. Like, that's the whole idea of a landing page. So got all of our legal stuff in there. Everything is nice and safe. And we're going to show some of this in a minute. Here's where it gets a little different, and I'm not going to go through this final step, but I will show you what happens. Once you get it all how you want, you know what? That's exactly what I want. I'm not doing it because my picture looks weird. I would publish this right away. I go, okay, well, I'm really happy with how I read through it, make sure everything's looking cool, and then I hit publish page. Now, they're making sure you're ready. Hey, if you do this, this is now visible. Are you ready? I am not ready because my picture is messed up. So all I'm going to do is hit save my landing page. Hey, do you really want to save it as a draft? I do. I hit save. It's going to take me back a page. It's going to take a second because there is a lot of data in there. So my landing page was created. And so this is the one I created yesterday. This is the one I created today. Now get ready for this cool thing. Right here, I want you guys to see this right there. They're even showing you which one of your landing pages is generating the most leads. Y'all, that's ridiculously cool. All right, that's incredible. So let me show you one other quick little thing. If you go to your campaigns, I'm going to create a new campaign. Because how do you see my landing page? Okay, I'm going to put a paid social ad. I want to make sure I'm reading everybody's chats. Put that in there. You go in and say, hey, I'm going to advertise my listing. I'm going to name it 100 Maidstone. Obviously, guys, I'm not going to complete this. Where do I want it to be? I'm breaking all the rules. I'm going to put them, well, my channel's not committed. Do I want to do that? No. Man, that's cool. That's new. I clicked on something that wasn't connected, and they're like, do you want to connect this? Instead of just saying it's not available and leaving you in the dark. So I go, yeah. I'm going to set up my campaign. It's going to pull it directly in. We're going to go through this whole process. You've seen this screen. Because the first thing they're asking me is, hey, which one are you using? Boom. Got it. All the fun things. Add text. Hey, do I really want this to say that? Yes. Headline 100 makes. I'm not going to use this, so guys, please forgive me. Oh, something went wrong. I'm not sure what. We will find out in a minute. Description, this could be your home. I don't want to leave it like that, so I'm not going to do that. But I want to show you guys one cool thing. I scroll down here, and it goes, okay, where are we putting it? Oh, I'm putting it on the Miles team. Oh, I better know what it was. I bet our Instagram isn't really connected. Well, it says it is. So I go, okay, great. Now here we go. This is where it goes really cool. You hit, which one do you want? Remember we talked about this the other day. Either learn more, sign up, or apply now. Let's just say learn more. Choose site. Guys, the minute I have these, I will be able, I don't have mine published, okay? But I will be able to get you my exact link to my landing page. And I put it there so that when this ad happens and they click this button right here, when they click this learn more over here on the ad, all of a sudden the first thing they're taken to is my lead generation form. They're taken back directly to that thing I just showed you. Yes, I want to leave this side. I'm going to show you. So as soon as they click learn more, they're going to end up right here. And let me hit it. You got to edit it. So that's where they go. And so the first thing they see, of course, they won't see it like this. They will see it. Obviously, this is a tablet view. I just clicked on that. This is what they would go to. So they hit this button. This is what it looks like when they click that button on their phone. Hey, welcome to Maidstone Lane. Obviously, you want to gear this up, though, for what I'm not going to save and apply anything because I didn't want to change anything. This will now be geared up for what you want it to be. So let's kind of have a brief second to talk about, well, let me show you one more thing, and then I want to kind of open the floor to have some cool little mastermind here, if that's okay. So you see up here in the top right corner, what you see up here, it says connect, not command. You hit connect. This is like a way to like your inside information, or you're talking to local agents, labs, et cetera, but this also has where you go in here to under your name and hit settings. So I want y'all to see this because this is where all your stuff gets fun. So connect settings, not command settings. I know it's a little confusing, but you want to hit connect settings and then hit marketing profile. When you do that, guys, here is all the information. I could change my name to like, my job title could be baller shot caller. I could make it whatever I want to make it, right? I've got all our stuff. What was it? Oh gosh. Lisa, give me that brokerage number again. Nope.
It was 91025.
1025. So now, literally, and I could change what I legally want to say. I kind of like the default. I can add my YouTube links, my LinkedIn links, all these fun little things like that, and I hit save. Now, the next time I go back to my consumer page, my landing pages, if I created a new one, let me just show you what, I'm going to do this real quick and show you. I'm just going to pull the legal thing over because that's where that information was. Remember last time I entered it? It's there. They go, oh, cool, he wanted us to have this information forever. So you're not even having to pull this stuff over forever. The only thing you're really having to do is make it custom to what you're doing. So I kind of want to stop my screen sharing for a second. I'll probably have to pop it back on. But thank you, Gina. Sorry, see your text now. Basically, I'm going to minimize this. Just to kind of bring it up, I'm going to unmute everybody. You are all now unmuted, I think, maybe. Yes, you are, but then it doesn't say it over here. Either way, I want to kind of talk through some of the cool things we can do with this, because this isn't just a, hey, open house only form. You can then take that lead generation, pop it onto your agent site. You can do, Heather Kelly's not on this, right? No, you could do an event and do a lead generation through it. You can do so. Do you guys see any ideas that y'all have that you think you could implement this with?
I didn't do it. The person that I've hired to help me created standalone pages for my website, and my testimonials are on there with a form for my reviews. And that's going to be a game changer for me because you don't have to go to Zillow or Facebook. It all stays on my page, and then I can use that information on my listing presentations and all that. I don't have to copy paste. It just comes straight in.
Whoa. So, okay, that's a good idea. So you've implemented into your agent site the lead generation form, but it's not a lead generation.
It's not lead generation form, it's a review
People go and review.
form. Yeah.
That's cool.
But there's 2 pages. So one is the page where they actually insert it, and then it goes straight to the testimonial page itself.
Wow.
So yeah, it just makes it really nice. That, and then I saw on one of Nick's webinars was putting a mortgage calculator in there too. You can do a standalone. Oh, I don't know if it's a widget for your for like your home page or if it's actually a standalone page. I'm not sure about that, but that was interesting.
That is, I don't know how to do that. I'd have to look up. I mean, and so just like everything with command, guys, it is going to change and change and change a little bit more.
There's a how to do it on Nick's on Command Your Conversion. Some lady teaches you how to do it.
Absolutely. So, I mean, so you've got that. I mean, it's not just lead generation. I mean, did you see there was one widget that just said download my app?
Yeah.
So you could create that page, put it out on Facebook, be done. You could add a video. So you could make a video, upload that video to it, and make that the top of you explaining what your new app is, and then have a button at the bottom that says download my app in 20 seconds.
But a combination of things, instead of you just putting a video on Facebook, then you have action items underneath it.
Absolutely. That's the point.
Their information as well.
Yep. And you're legally covered. That's what that little legal button does. It takes care of you. That's really nice to not forget. So, I mean, I'm trying to think, anybody else have any, like Heather did an event page where she was doing like a first-time home buyers webinar, and you can sign up through it. But if you saw just on that page, there's a little bit of everything. What other ideas you guys got?
I mean, there's so many. There really is a lot of opportunities.
Well, and the biggest thing kind of I want you guys to think through is not not just all the
Yourself.
I took care of it. It's LJ, I think. So I took care of it. So it's not just leads, it's not just these things, but it's the ease of your ability to make a custom website. Guys, you could just take that neighborhood snap. You could put your name, a neighborhood snap of, I think we were talking about last week, of Cliffs Cove, and then put your legal footer. Those 3 things, right? Well, put a lead generation. Let's put a lead generation, then our legal thing. I could then run a Facebook ad, an Instagram ad, advertising, know what the market looks like in Cliffs Cove, and
wow, that's pretty cool.
And just generate it toward the people looking for luxury real estate, doing those things, so that when those leads come in, it's somebody in the market for luxury real estate. So you can just say, hey, I'll give you all the information. And when you're the person who gives that information, Lisa, we talked about it yesterday, it's mind share, right? You're the guy who gave, or girl, who gave them the information on Cliffs Cove when they didn't want to reach out. They didn't know. They're unsure. They finally realized, you know what, Cliffs Cove is too expensive. So maybe we can move over to this area of town or that area of town, or we could do these different things. And so, guys, you can then kind of compile it. Take that, you're going to get exact leads off of it and go, these people are looking in Cliffs Cove or in this area, because you can take that ad and break it down to what people are friends of. You know what I mean?
Could you add on the widget, like you picked one neighborhood, could you add like the 5, 10, 15, 20 neighborhoods that just go to Bob Jones and say Bob Jones school districts, all the hot listings in these neighborhoods, or is it only one neighborhood? Let's
find out. I think you can do multiple, because I know you can open, I know you can do multiple widgets. I know you can do like multiple snaps. I don't know if they are multiple edits. So let's just drag.
You can do, and if you knew the price points of those neighborhoods were 300 to 400, you could do, here's everything 300 to 400 in Bob Jones.
Absolutely.
Does it not have school district there?
Well, it doesn't have it on this snap that I know of.
You
But
probably have to pull it up yourself.
so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit configure. We're going to name this one Abington Downs. I'm going to change this 357.58. Going to pull it up. And then, nope. There we go. Save and apply. Now I'm going to hit my next one. I'll just name this one Cliffs Cove.
Oh, so you're not doing 2 different widgets. Okay.
That's why it's 2 different widgets, but I'm trying to see if they will.
What it looks like.
Yep, Cliffs Cove Boulevard. Close enough. I'm going to see if it will allow. Now, see, it's not. She's not behaving correct. We'll just say test 2, 35758. I'll just pick the first one, Sunset Ridge, save and apply. So now let's go back and look here. Yeah. So look at that. So, well, see, it's not wanting to give you 2 of them. It keeps saying it's not configured.
Okay.
But it is configured. So I don't think it wants you to do 2.
Okay.
But I'm trying to see if I could just leave it as a like. And I will tell you, guys, just LJ, if you're still there, I've been doing a lot of research on neighborhoods. We cannot add new neighborhoods yet because we are partnered with Nextdoor. Nextdoor has to officially, and they use crowdsourcing to allow us to be their to use neighborhoods for lack of. And so, like for instance, there's a neighborhood off of Hardeman over here at Stonebrook. It's not in there. You can't find it, and you can't add it. So the neighborhood snaps here in Madison they're not bad.
Well, you know, I asked one of the neighborhoods has the wrong schools, and I was like, I don't know, that's weird because where's it? You think it'd be pulling up from MLS? Why is it weird? Why is it wrong schools?
No, unfortunately, it only pulls it from.
Sorry,
Why?
that's me.
Yeah, you
That
good?
was me.
You
Yes.
good? So like, unfortunately, it pulls it from Nextdoor. So the way Nextdoor, if you don't know, works, Nextdoor takes a whole bunch of people and you sign up and say, I live in this neighborhood. And they say, are these the boundaries? And you go, yeah. And that's how it initially starts. And then as you move in, you have to give your address and it ties into other things to show that you actually live in that area. And so because of that, we don't have tons and tons of Nextdoor here. Austin, Texas, obviously we'll have tons. And the more time goes, it'll be better and better. But it does not look like you can add 2 widgets, but that's where it seemed to get a little buggy, and that it doesn't want to give you 2 bits of information. It only wants to give you like, hey, just the one snap that you already used. So not the best, not the worst. I mean, I'm with you, Gina. I think it'd be killer if you could add 5 widgets of 5 neighborhoods that are all 300,000 and up, and go, here they all are, and here, is what it is. But what you can do, trying to think how you could do that. What you could do is you could create 5 landing pages, and then you could link those 5 landing pages. Now you'd have to run on a separate ad.
I was just trying to think of something curious out, like out of the box kind of creative thinking about how to use them.
Let me think on it. I bet we could figure that out. I don't feel like that's that hard because you can definitely create 5 landing pages and get 5 neighborhood snaps.
Or is there a school district button or widget, what search item or something like that?
Yeah. And that's the other thing is that would probably dive into some of those content blocks and some of those. Which I'm probably going to start playing with. And so you just gave me a really good idea for what to actually play with. And so I think that's great. Guys, you can also, don't just think real estate with this, okay? Think about it advertising. Y'all know I'm best friends with the owners of the Stem and Sign, right? So when we're done with quarantine, if I said, hey, my St. Jude thing, right? I did that St. Jude thing last year and a lot of you guys donated. Thank you. We'll be doing it again. I'm running again. I could literally do a landing page advertising the St. Jude thing at the Stem and Sign. I'm giving the Stem and Sign free ads. I'm getting at, we're all working together for a common good thing here. So you could very easily create that template. It's not just real estate. It can be, it's mind share. I think that is the thing Lisa Gregory, tell me if I'm wrong on this, but everything I'm reading right now when it comes to pivot, when it comes to this, is that there will be, and Lisa said it yesterday, almost so many people are not doing well right now. Our market center is up. We're doing great, guys. And what to me that says is we're pivoting. We're making the changes that are necessary to solve our problems. And so for me, that's what this is. This is mind share. And so if I can create 3 landing pages, advertise 3 different things, and they don't get me any house sold, but I get their lead, and then I can take that lead and put it into a touch point, and I can get 33 touch point. There is a smart plan that just got released yesterday on Command Your Conversion of the 33 points, the whole year long in it. And I could put them on it. I've now gotten a lead for dirt cheap and with a free landing page. Landing pages, you usually got to buy a domain, you got to buy server space, you got to have somebody build it. It's probably going to be $300 just to get a quick landing page. Now you get it for free. You pop it in, you're done. You run these ads, you get a lead. A year later, the guy who was looking at Cliffs Cove goes, well, we weren't ready then, but now that I know the market and I use those numbers to set my metrics and I set my goals based on that, I'm ready to buy and get a jumbo loan. You never know. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. I'm not saying everybody wants to sell Cliffs Cove. But what I'm saying is this is how we pivot, is we get in there and we take their mind share. We get every place I turn, I should be seeing April, I should be seeing Gina and LJ and everybody involved is like constantly be doing something. Even if it's a, hey guys, check out my neighbor's house across the street. I don't know. You can do whatever you want. You just want mind share right now. Yes, keep your business going. You do want market share.
Your mind share turns into the market share, Beau.
Yes, it will always turn into it, and you will be, I mean, we've talked about it in every social media training I've had. Every listing you go look at, take 3 pictures, make it 3 different posts. That's it. You're seeing like Jonathan Coleman is putting up all these like great new listings. Take that, ask him if it's okay, run an ad based off of his listing, try to be the buyer on the other side of it. I would love to sit down at the table. I would love, and it's not saying I want this in terms of I got to be legal here. I would love every one of my closings to be agents in our office. I think that's incredible. 1, we have profit share. 2, we have, it's all about community and building this up. So guys, I can't encourage you enough to use landing pages. This is something that this is probably the thing that's got me the most excited, if you can't tell, because it is a quick and easy marketing tool that Gina said, I hired somebody to do it. Gina's doing some pretty complicated things, if we were going to be completely frank.
No, she did it really quickly. That was the embarrassing part. I probably could have learned how to do it in 5 minutes, but I'm just lazy and I'm ADD. So that's why I paid someone to do it.
Well, I mean, like Kara last week messaged me and said, I'll give you money to run a Facebook ad.
Right? So
What? Yeah.
Leverage.
Yep. And so, but like, it's easy. You can be like, hey, I'm going to do this. Now let's get ready for one little kind of quick mind twist. Here's what's about to be legit awesome. We all know Kelly is going to go away sometime, and Command will be mobile. What if you could create, and you already can do neighborhood snaps through Kelly, but what if you can, and we don't know if this capability is going to be there, but what if you could do all these features directly from your mobile phone? So when you're sitting on the beach, you could literally be on the beach. We'll say drinking Corona, because I feel like that's the theme of the year. If you're drinking Corona on the beach and go, I just kind of want to run an ad, you could do it potentially from your phone. We don't know that yet, so don't hold me to it. But guys, I mean, it gives you real-time access. Hey, you heard something changed in the market? Boom. Make an ad, run it, do it directly from wherever you want to be. So I'm not saying that is something that is definitely happening, but get ready. I mean, I said it yesterday in the team meeting. They were talking about cutting expenses. Probably the biggest expense most agents have is like lead generation, marketing, those types of things. Well, guys, you're getting the tools to do this for free. So that would be my pep talk is, guys, go out, just make a landing page for fun. Just hey, here's a listing. Who cares? Just advertise a listing. I'd always put a lead generation form on there just so that everybody's clear.
But hey, but when, for the lead generation part, like, at what point do they have to log in? Like, or is it optional? They can see the landing page without putting their information in, or what does that look like?
If they go to that landing page, like that one we built, that was
Uh-huh.
my name, blah, 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 those types of things, they would be able to scroll down and see it.
Mhm.
But if you remember, if you're running the ad on Facebook, you're using the lead generation form.
Okay, so that's where they get the information from.
When you
Okay,
click that button on Facebook, it's going to go, I need your information to even see this landing page.
gotcha.
So you probably got the lead from the lead generation ad, not just from
So you
that.
don't have to put the lead generation information on the landing page itself.
I would put it on there just for tracking records. Even if I double dip, even if I get it twice, that's fine. I'll delete somebody out of it and make sure I've got the right one.
But on the landing page, it's optional.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. And Facebook is too, but guys, don't run Facebook ads without hitting that lead generation form. That's
Right.
silly. And so that'll be your click. But then you got to also remember that's running it as an ad. When you publish this, you will actually get a link to
Mhm.
your website, right? So it'll www.blah.com. I could go create a free social media post and say, hey, go take a look at my new listing.
Mhm.
I mean, with a lead generation form on it. So, a lot of people are getting mad. They click the buttons to look at it and it's like, I want all your information. And they get mad. Well, that's a paid ad. You could run this for free. Let them see it and let them optionally give it. Don't like that. I think they should be forced to give it to me, but that's because I'm selfish. And so, but all that to say, you will get that link and be able to go, oh, go download my app. Share that link and it walks them right through it.
But you could do the free one on your personal page, the landing page, and then do your ad that doesn't go to your personal, you know what I'm saying? So you could cover both parties that way.
You got it. So your ad on your personal page, like let's say you like Gina's page, not Gina's real estate page. Okay.
Right.
So let's be clear on that. So Gina put it up. Gina, you might get 15 people talking about it.
Mhm.
Your friends talking about it. Oh, that house is really pretty. Where is it, Gina? They're going to talk to you because they're personal with you, right? They
Mhm.
know you. You're not an ad that they just clicked on and had to fill out a block. They know Gina. They know Gina is a real estate agent. Gina, take a look at this. So
Mhm.
hey, what can I go see that, Gina? Whatever it might be, they know you. And so in that moment, I always encourage to share onto your personal stuff too, because you are going to have hits and miss. I'll give you an example. Yesterday, the Stemmenstein again, I messaged them because I was scrolling on a page not about them. A guy who drinks beer there put up something about going to get mead because wow, internet went down at the Stemmenstein. And somebody said, they have mead? He said, yeah, took a picture. He already had a picture of it and then said, they got new growlers today and they will fill them up for half price. I sent it to Justin and Allie and I said, well, your advertisements are working. It was not their advertisement. It was just a customer talking about their advertisement. And that's what happens when you share it to your personal page. If somebody goes, cool, look at that house Gina just put up. Or I could put up a thing that goes, take a look at what my friend Gina's listing is. Guys, one of the things I would tell you is tag people who helped you create it. When we did our logo, we put them up, we tagged the person who created it. Why? Because it goes to all their friends too. And so all of a sudden, I just took a free post and exploded it. And now I'm advertising it to people who are not in those connected circles.
Mhm.
At minimum, I'm getting, even if they overlap, I'm getting mind share.
Well, that's why we should be sharing each other's listings and tagging everybody, because that's what you're saying is absolutely true.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen, what was it? You put up one, Gina, a couple weeks ago, right when this started. I should have shared it. I wasn't a good friend. I'm sorry. But it was like, oh, cool, look at this. I mean, it's just simple post. I mean,
Mhm.
when you see somebody put up something silly, like right now, everybody's seeing the memes. I don't encourage you to put this one up. Let me just go ahead and say I don't actually encourage this one. But it's like when this whole quarantine thing is over and you realize you couldn't stand your family, don't forget I'm your realtor. I don't encourage that because I think it kind of makes you look kind of shady, but people are putting it up. Look, if you liked it and thought it was funny, share it. Who cares? Yes, I don't want to give tons of advertisement to my competitors, but in my same breath, I'm willing to take that risk to get mind share right now. If I can't think of content, I'll share content because I need it, right? I need the mind share. And yes, I want the market share. I want them to contact me, not Gina. That's where I got to do a better job of making sure they know who I am.
Well, can I ask a question?
Anything you want.
So when you were creating the landing page, we were able to post it to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Was one of the options that we could automatically send it to our agent site as well? How do we get it to our agents?
Okay, so when you hit create, so just to be clear, you don't have the option to share your landing page to Facebook and Twitter right away. That's on when you create a campaign.
Gotcha.
Okay, so like you already have a landing page and you want to advertise it. We're going to go put it on a campaign. That's where you get the Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. In regards to your agent site, so first of all, if it's a individual listing, when you set up your agent site, it propagates your listings. That's a thing that KW does. That's just a smaller thing that they do. But two, if you wanted to create a secondary onto your agent site, like Gina did it with her testimonials. Technically, she did this. And when you first click create a new site, it says to your agent site or to just standalone page. You click to the agent site, and then you're now going to pop it into you're propagating it into your personal website.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions, thoughts, comments?
No, that was very helpful.
Well, cool, guys. If y'all need anything else, let me know.
Thank you.
Yeah, guys, that's no problem. If y'all need anything else, let me know. I did record this, so I'm going to stop the recording.